It is time for a daily dose of some of those good feels here on X Country 1065, brought to us by our friends over at Riverside Healthcare, putting well within reach. And on our Facebook page today, we're asking a pretty simple question about what feels like home. It's not the place you live, your apartment or your dwelling of any kind, but it's the place that feels like home to you. It's great to have other places that feel comfortable, right? And I'm asking this question because I was inspired last night. We had an event in support of the River Walk effort in Kankakee, the Currents of Kankakee, getting started in the spring next year. And it was a fundraiser and a get-together in Chicago at the Pearl Club on Milwaukee Avenue, a place that's owned by Matt Reuter, somebody from Kankakee. And in the room, there were people who grew up in Kankakee and Manteno and Bourbonnais and Herscher, Moments, Bondfield, and so many other places. And it was great to see people come into the room and see the recognition on their face when they saw people they hadn't seen in years. And the laughter started and the smiles were big. And it just felt really good. And there was part of it that in a big city like Chicago, with so many millions of people, we found a place that felt like home for people from Kankakee County. And doing a little bit of education on some great things that are happening back in their home community. And it was one of those rare instances that you think in a world that's kind of got so much hustle and bustle, and you walk out the door and see skyscrapers, that you saw people who were from Bondfield, that you rode the bus with, that lived up the street from you when you grew up. And even in a big city, there's something that can feel like a small town and still feel like home. So I hope you find those kind of situations and you find those places and the people that make you feel like home too. It's the X Country Morning Show. Our good feels, as always, brought to us by our friends over at Riverside Healthcare, putting well within reach.